Shelley do his deal.
He drank that big old glass of wine because he's wound up tonight.
He sure did.
Stand up, Shelley!
Is this thing on? Oh, good. Okay. I don't know about all of you, but as I was coming in tonight, I felt there was just a hint of crispness in the air. Well, I'm pumped up just thinking about the sounds of college football. Fans screaming, "Roll Tide" when the team takes the field in Tuscaloosa. War Eagle when the Raptor swoops down at Auburn. And of course, the most famous, the roar of the crowd yelling, "How about them dogs?" at the first sight of the Georgia cheerleaders.
That's not nice.
That's bad.
That was bad.
Thanks, Shelley.
It's just 10 days till the first SEC football game, Mississippi State versus the University of Memphis. That'll be played before a semi-sellout crowd at the Liberty Bowl. So I thought it might be fun if we counted down the 10 days until we open the college football season. Number 10. That's for $10 million. That's the fundraising goal for Memphis Vision for Victory capital campaign for Tiger football. I think Vision for Victory is a great name for the campaign. Although vision and hallucination are synonyms, and either could have been used, vision is easier to spell. But seriously, with all the excitement of the 2010 season, the money shouldn't be hard to raise. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. Memphis has outsourced its season ticket sales, all its ticket sales, to a Georgia company named the Aspire Group. Now, I always assumed Kroger was the primary distributor. But apparently no longer. Oh yes, and 10 is also the number of consecutive years R.C. Johnson has failed to attend Memphis night at the Touchdown Club. Hey, I'm only stating facts. 9. I know many of you here are multilingual. 9 is German for no. No is what UT has been hearing from the candidates for the men's athletic director. Hard to believe in a time of 9.2% unemployment, no one wants the job. There was a middle school in Canton, Ohio that got 700 applications for the position of school custodian. I think the UT job is at least as desirable as a junior high school If you think about the current state of affairs at UT, the job skills are almost identical. By the way, according to UT President Jimmy Cheek, Mike Hamilton was not forced to resign, he just quit. And like most University of Tennessee employees who voluntarily resign, he received a payout of $1.3 million. I guess at UT you only get into trouble for misleading the NCAA, not the alumni or the press. 8. The number of years that Nevin Shapiro allegedly provided Miami football players with jewelry, cash, prostitutes, entertainment, abortions, etc. Shapiro, as you may know, is in jail for running a $930 million Ponzi scheme. That's chump change. At the same time, Sir Alan Stanford was running an $8.5 billion Ponzi scheme in Memphis and was sponsoring tennis, golf, and cricket, but apparently not one dime for the University of Memphis football team. Where was RC when the Stanford spigot was open? certainly wasn't at Touchdown Club. 7. The number of secondary recruiting violations admitted by Lane Kiffin before he voluntarily resigned at Tennessee. If Kiffin voluntarily resigned, shouldn't he have gotten a severance package? 6. Not that it's relevant, but $6 million is Houston Nuts buyout. I hope the Rebels don't have to pay that and raise the $150 million for their Forward Together capital campaign. Part of that $150 million will go to increase the seating at Walt Hemingway Stadium from 60,000 to 70,000. Since attendance the last 2 years averaged 55,000, the expansion should result in about 15,000 unused seats and plenty of elbow room. 5. That's for the Tattoo 5. Terrell Pryor and the 4 other Ohio State players who were suspended by the NCAA for the first 5 games of 2011 for selling their rings, their jerseys, awards, and for getting free or discounted tattoos. That scandal ultimately led to the voluntary resignation of Coach Jim Trussell, although his voluntary severance package has not been finalized. Big 10, or is it Big 12 Commissioner Jim Delaney released a brief statement in which he defended the players by pointing out that unlike the tattoos worn by athletes at Alabama and Auburn, none of the Big 10 players' tattoos were misspelled. I'll settle up with you guys afterwards. You're doing great. 5 is also the number of consecutive BCS championships won by the SEC. 4, the number of consecutive BCS championships won by the SEC when the NCAA completes its investigation of Auburn.
Look at that. I didn't like that. Is he laughing?
Also, 4 is the number of LSU football players who were supposed to be interviewed by the Baton Rouge police following a major bar fight that involved approximately 20 football players. Coach Miles, I hope you saw this, chastised the entire team for their violation of the 10:30 p.m. curfew. But as all SEC fans know, time management has been a recurring problem. Number 3, the number of agricultural schools in the SEC West if Texas A&M becomes a member of the conference.
That's right. That's right.
This may result in an increase in the average SAT score for the West, the soybean aptitude test. No disrespect for Arkansas, because I know you guys are light years ahead when it comes to poultry management, but you're not a full-service ag school. Number 2, the estimated age of Boo Boo, the rebel black bear that was recently apprehended in Shelby County following a 3-state chase from Alabama across northern Mississippi and into the Lakeland neighborhood. Boo Boo was dressed in tattered khakis, a blue and red tie, and blazer, leading to speculation he was either the new Ole Miss mascot just trying to get to Oxford before the first game, or that he had recently eaten an SAE. Two is also the number of SEC schools on probation, Alabama and LSU, but Tennessee will probably be joining that club soon. Number 1, the year-end BCS ranking of one of the 12 SEC schools. No applause. Also, the average number of years that ranking may be held. And finally, 0, the number of major cable, satellite, and telecom carriers in Texas who signed up to carry the Longhorn Network. And with that, I turn the program back over to our president, Mr. Bill Banks.